Man, shout out, man. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. That y'all been coming through. Just in case y'all was wondering, this here is a microphone and it don't work. Anyhow, I'm about to do something different. I'm about to do something different. I'm about to tell multiple stories at the same time in one blunt. And I'm going to try to do it in less than 10 minutes. This story right here, this is about high profile high profile cases and people I was locked up with. High profile cases, people I was locked up with. So first off, one of the first high profile cases that I was locked up with was a guy named Travis Taylor. Travis Taylor, this is 1997. Travis Taylor there was something wrong with Travis, obviously, because when he came into the unit, we looked at him, he looked very disturbed, and he was in the back row rocking. This motherfucker Travis used to be rocking in the back rows. We'd be like, Travis, you alright? I'm alright. He sounded like Forrest Gump. I'm alright. So then one day, actually it was the day, if not the next day, we're all watching the news. We're watching the news, and then who do you know? They showed a description of the bike trail shooter. Like, they showed a description of it. It's a sketch artist. When the news was playing in slow motion, all you just saw was everybody turn back. And was like, Travis, that's you? Why'd you do that? They was like, Travis said, I don't know. They said, what sound did she make? He said, oof. We turned it into a joke, but we're like, what's that? He had no filter. What sound did she make, Travis? Oof. We used to be like, Travis, say your saying. He used to be like, fuck those hoes, kill those bitches. We used to be like, man, Travis crazy, man. And I just Googled hella shit looking for any type of information on the bike trail shooter, American River bike trail shooter in 1997, Travis Taylor. I ain't see nothing. Travis Taylor. So the next person that was actually in the unit with us was one of the people that was involved in the shooting for the pool hall shooting, the ABZs and the Watchings in LA, that shit that was on America's Most Wanted. When that shit first happened, when that shooting happened, for Asians, shit, I was coughing too hard. All right, we good. So the pool hall shooting is one of the most notorious shootings caught on camera at that time, because they aired that shit out all from America to see. This is before social media. And then I bumped into one of the people that was involved in prison. But that shit is so notorious that all you gotta say to any Asian gang member 40 and older, the pool hall shooting. That's all you gotta say, the pool hall shooting. Because that shit was on America's Most Wanted. Next up, I was locked up with Pooh Man. And I actually built a relationship with Pooh Man. Fucking with Dang. Yeah, bitch. Stay fucking with Dang. That guy. My dog. We was in Solano together. He smoked a lot of cigarettes. That was when I learned the value of picking friends and sticking with them. Because right now, I could call Pooh Man right now. Shout out him. Next up, Chris the Fifth. If you from the Bay Area, and you know about early rap, then you know about Chris the Fifth. Next up, when I was in Tracy, I was locked up with Sibo. Sibo, when he hit the yard, When that nigga Sebo hit the yard, that nigga had concerts per day. Every time he hit the yard, it was a concert. Everybody gathered around concert. That nigga worked in the kitchen. That nigga got a job in the kitchen so fast. That nigga, it was Sebo here. Sebo in the kitchen. Sebo right there sitting on the bucket doing the tables. Because when you get a Tracy, you want to have a good job. Off top. That's reception. Sebo, shout out. But I also lived down the street from Sebo before I ever even went to the pit. I remember one night, I don't know what was up with me and the homies, but we just decided to just take our savage actions out on this bike. Like the chain broke on the bike and the homie Mario just stood up and just lifted up the bike and slammed it. Blam! Like blam! Like, why you gonna slam your 10-speed like that? But we drinking. We teenagers drinking. So it was like, well, fuck that bike then. I picked the bike up. Slam. The other homie picked the bike up. Slam. We abused this 10-speed for no particular reason. We just felt like savage out on it. Sebo come riding by. I seen y'all fuck that bike up. I don't know why we did that to that poor 10-speed. I don't know. So, other people I was locked up with that I can't say Sebo without mentioning X-Rated. X-Rated. But X-Rated was on A yard, I was on B yard. Max Factor.
Luster was arrested when a
Max Factor. I don't know if y'all know about that dude. Max Factor was the guy that he was drugging a woman and recording himself doing stuff to him. But he ain't Max Factor. It was his son. He was like the heir to Max Factor. His ass was in Salinas Valley in the hole. I guess he called himself trying out the main line at first. That didn't last too long because they was extorting the shit out his ass. So by the time I bumped into him, he was my name. He was 2 cells down from me in the hole. They used to bring Max Factor his mail in separate in 2 bags. Like, bam, that's your mail. It's funny that somebody would do that, would have fan mail. It's crazy. Another high profile case, and this one for the homies. If you from Sacramento, you know about this one right here, because this is a serious case of injustice. The homie Diamond, Dondale. This the 90s, but Dondale is doing what he do, right? Whatever his hustle was, he was doing what he's doing. Police back then used to jump out. This is probably one of the reasons they don't jump out on you like they used to. But in the hood, in Del Paso Heights, that nigga Dondale hit the fence. Bam! He's running from the police. He's running. For whatever reason, they start shooting. They think he's shooting at them. But he not. He running. He just running. So Keller and the other police officer, they shoot and get caught in the crossfire. One kill the other one. One police officer killed his partner. Keller killed the other one. And they gave Dondale that murder. And they never even found the gun. Just running from the police. They was trying to get that nigga everything. Man, free Dondale. Another person I was locked up with high profile. Scary X. All the back wood better. If y'all know about that shit. If y'all know about that shit. What was that name? Word of the State. Word of the State. Scary X. By the time I bumped into him though in 07, 08 in Old Folsom, he was kind of a little, how could I say? He looked like he was in recovery. I mean, he obviously wasn't like when you see it, you think he is some gangsters all-star, yeah. Most famous Muslim rapper ever, a Nation of Islam rapper ever. And that nigga, insane. But during All Saints Day celebration, we threw in Old Folsom, they threw a summit or a concert or whatever you want to call it. And they had rappers rapping. So I did a song with the other Muslim brother called Poverty Bay, and then Scary X did a song called Gotta Get Yourself Together, Gotta get yourself. It was all right. It was all right. He didn't stay too long though. But if you remember Scary X, yeah. Another person I was locked up with. Shout out Baby Kiko. And rest in peace to Corey Williams. But Baby Kiko from East Coast. Baby Kiko, I didn't know. He probably was the most high profile dudes from LA at this time in my young career at this time. Baby Kiko on January 17th with his partners, they sprayed up the bus. Like they sprayed the bus up. Seen one of his ops. And the reason why it was so famous is because that happened within 24 hours of Bill Cosby's dad getting killed. Bill Cosby's dad got killed right before Baby Kiko did that, or allegedly did that. But the way Baby Kiko is, y'all know Baby Kiko from East Coast is because in my story, fried eggs dirt, when the bulldog was yelling out the door because I was supposed to, I worked in the kitchen, I was supposed to give them their fried eggs, but we ain't had enough, so I had to hit it with the leche real quick and put the whoop on it and stretch this shit so I could feed the whole building. So the dude was like, fried eggs dirt. After about the third time, the person that was working with me on the line as we was serving the food is Baby Kiko. And Baby Kiko was the one that busted out of nowhere. Fried eggs dirt. That's Baby Kiko. Free Kiko. Another person I was locked up with that was famous was Mousy Brown. And everybody I'm naming is people I had the pleasure of shaking their hand. Except for Max Factor and X-Rated. I never had the pleasure of shaking their hand. So, another person, like I said, Mousy Brown is a legend. And I can't go into too much of his legend, but all I say when it comes to like important black men in CDC history in the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, as far as being revolutionary, yeah. If you know, then you know about Mousy Brown. Now, the last one on my list, and trust me, there's probably more that I could think about. But the last one on this list, there's a lesson that goes with this one. There's a lesson that goes with this one, and I'm going to just say, you draw your own motherfucking lesson up out of it. Sorry for cussing. But this one right here, in 1998 on 99 on B Art and Salinas, the homie, it was a partner named from Wicked, rest in peace. It was a partner named Reg from the Wrecking Crew in the Bay. Reg, this nigga he had a celly, man. He had a celly I had hella no limit shit. Hella no limit. Like everything no limit. So from Servon to Master P. To Magic to everybody. Every mystical. So anyhow. So I make friends with his celly Reese. Me and Reese was from Richmond or something like that. But I make friends with him. We work it out together. All the shit. Because I'm a youngster at this time. He already been locked up, but he cool and a motherfucker. Hella cool. So Reese goes to another prison, and then he catches back up to me in Salinas Valley. But by this time, we've known each other for damn near like 7-8 years now. Like 7-8 years. Not probably about like 7. Yeah, 7-8. But to the point where we still working out. Like we still got the same bond we had in this other prison. But he from another city, so I don't know nothing about his case or nothing like that. So then next thing you know, I go to the hole, I forget, I think I went for a riot or something. All I know is the yard was on lockdown. Cause when Reese comes walking into the hole, I look out the door. I'm like, Reese, what's up, man? What's up, Reese? He just kind of put his head down and like shook his head. I'm like, damn, that was weird. Like, that's one of my folks. Like, that was weird. So then I get back to the yard and I found out what happened. So I don't know. I mean, I'm pretty sure y'all know who Gabrielle Union is. Y'all know who Gabrielle Union is, D Wade's wife. Yes. This nigga Reese was the one that broke that was in the shoe store and raped Gabrielle Union. This nigga raped Gabrielle Union, man. Then the stupid motherfucker, yeah, Reese, you call you stupid. This nigga Reese grabbed the had put the gun down while he was doing what he was doing and had the nerve to say, hand me that gun, please. Man, Gabrielle Union must have grabbed that motherfucker and let it blaze. Boom! According to the story, though, I don't think she hit him, but she shook his ass up and he got up out of there. But that nigga raped Gabrielle Union, and the reason why he went to the hole was because he was about to have a parole hearing, and Oprah and Gabrielle Union got on that motherfucker, was like, hell no, his ass should not be out. And because that shit was on a national shit, man, they rolled that nigga up for his safety and security. So that concludes famous people or high profile people that I can think of off top. I'm pretty sure there's more. And stay tuned. I'll make something about them. But if y'all got any questions about celebrities or anything like that, let me know. Holla at me. Dirty Weather. Go.
See him.
All right, that's cool, man.
Don't fuck with me.
All right.
You son.